Hey guys, it's Daniel Aldie. I got a quick story I want to share with you because I know a lot of you guys who are following me are on the verge of massive success. And the story I want to share with you is the time that I worked as a suit salesman in a little box store. Now look, I had a lot of different jobs and dozens of jobs actually, odd jobs, but this job in particular, I was in my early 20s and I was a very good suit salesman. In fact, all the people around me hated me because of how good I was. I would take away their sales, I would steal their customers, not steal their customers, but those customers would like me so much that they would say, hey, I want to work with Daniel Aldie. And this was probably my biggest success before I started my business. So I was so good at selling suits that everybody wanted to see me. I was good at matching ties and shirts and suits. I was good at getting shoes. I was good at everything. I understood the inventory and I was very reliable. I understood how to make the deal and make the customer happy. Now on this one particular day, it was a Black Friday. Now Black Friday, if you didn't know, is an American holiday that happens right after Thanksgiving, sometime in November, where everybody comes out shopping. And I knew that it was going to be a big sale. And I knew that at this particular store that everybody was going to make money. Now we had 13 employees and I remember looking at the schedule and the only person's name that wasn't on there was Daniel Aldie. Now, as you can imagine, I was very frustrated, especially since the next day I went into the store and I saw the sales figures. Everybody made so much money, it was so ridiculous that I became so upset with that system. I realized that I didn't want to work for anybody else for the rest of my life. I wasn't going to let my boss tell me how many hours I was going to work, how much money I was going to make, how much respect I was getting among my colleagues. I knew that I had to take control, and even though I didn't know how I was going to do it, I knew that I had to start my business. Now, keep in mind, I was about 20 years old, and when you're that young, you get really heartbroken when something like this happens. Because I had experienced a lot of pains before, but nothing on a professional level. And this situation really moved me to realize that I had to make the changes. So every time I would come home from my part-time shifts, because I was in school full-time, and at 9:15, I remember I would hit the shower, and by 9:30, I would be reading. And from 9:30 to about 2:30 or even later, I would be reading, trying to study as much as I could about sales, about marketing, about psychology, about public speaking, about everything I wanted to know about business and life, because I knew I had to become a student. So my question for you is this: what are you doing right now to position yourself to be the best student you can be? Because you might work a job like I did that you may not necessarily like. You might know deep down inside that you have more potential than you're currently exhibiting. But what are you doing about it? Are you just sitting around and complaining like the other guys were at the job that I was working? Or are you taking massive action to get you closer to your dreams? The point is this: it doesn't matter where you start. What matters is where you're going. What matters is the destination you have in your heart, in your mind, in your soul. Because I knew that day that I was betrayed so badly that I could no longer let anyone control my life. I decided firmly in my heart that I had to do something about it. I had to take action to get me into the right direction. What is it that you're willing to do? It doesn't matter if you have a part-time job, it doesn't matter if you're in school, it doesn't matter if your parents are telling you can't live there anymore. Whatever your situation is, I want you to make changes right now. I want you to do whatever it takes to become the best version of yourself. Too many people sit around, they're too content, they're too happy about the job that they have, they're too happy about the commission that they're making, and they get their bi-weekly paychecks and they get their salaries, but they're not really happy with it. My friends, I don't want you to be content with just meager peanuts. I want you to do the best you can so that you can become rich. I want you to hit your 6 figures, your 7 figures, your 8, 9, 10 figures, if that's what you want. Go after your dream with full speed and don't let anyone or anything stop you from pursuing your highest goals. Alright guys, that's the story I wanted to share with you. This is Daniel Aldie. I hope you liked it. Please subscribe to my channel, hit that notification button, check me out on Instagram because I got so many more stories and ideas that I want to share with you. See you next time.